Oh, look at this. The meeting's being recorded. Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, you little stinker. All right. Welcome to Tough Questions Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Sheen, with his co-host, Tim McLaughlin.
Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great day.
Ah, great job, Tim.
Thanks,
And
Jeff.
today we're joined by comedian Laura Merli. Is it
That's
Merli?
right.
Did I say
Yeah,
it
it is
right?
Merli. You did it. Yeah. Just say it with confidence.
Pretty good.
He said it with confidence last week and he got it wrong.
I did. I screwed up
Oh.
last week. Yep.
He called him Rufat Agave.
No, Agayev. I said Agayev, right?
No, Agaev is how his name is pronounced. You were like Ajigev.
Well, whatever. I blame the Russians.
You gotta. Um,
Um, all right.
Recently I was at a show and the host introduced me. He was like, next, coming up, my very good friend, Laura Rankin, who is a completely different comedian than me.
That's funny. That's not even like a screwed up name. It's just a different comic.
That's just a
Yeah.
different Laura. Yeah.
Recently, I was at a show that I was hosting and I thought Jeff was next. And I go, your next comic's a fucking bitch. And then and then Liz Mealy popped her head out. She goes, I'm next. I go, your next comic is not a bitch, actually.
That's amazing.
I thought your next comic was Jeff.
Wow.
I thought
you
it
should
was a
held
bitch,
onto
but
it.
it's just a normal girl.
A normal,
Normally,
funny woman. And
not
then I was
a
all
turd.
flustered and I go, Liz, how many specials do you have? And she goes, 6. I go, too many. 6 is too much. Fucking show off.
That is wild. That's an amazing amount of content to release.
Yeah.
6 specials?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too many. Someone's got to tell her.
Jeff, how many do you have?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Every set is special.
Ugh, that's not true.
So I guess I got hundreds
You
of
got
specials.
thousands.
Oh my God.
All
That's
right,
crazy.
Laura. I'm going to ask you some questions here. All right. I got a bunch of questions.
Okay.
And then I want you to answer what you give me what you got, give me your answers, and I'm gonna score you based on how well I think you did.
Hmm.
Then
Oh, this is pressure.
yeah, there's pressure. Because if you don't do if I didn't think you answered very well, I mean, if you were lying or doing any bits,
Oh
you
Mm.
yeah.
know,
Don't do any bits.
yeah, low
Okay.
answer. Below a 5, no plugs for you. No plugs.
You
Okay,
gotta I
fair.
just kick you off the Zoom. There's
That's
no
right.
more you're just out of here.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll leave and then you guys can call me a bitch.
that's
We'll do that.
right.
Well, we'll do that on the Patreon where we talk about your answers at the patreon.com/tough questions.
Oh man, I
Yeah.
gotta subscribe now.
Yeah, you gotta hear what we say.
So far, no one's
Um,
gotten under a 5. Only Seth Tippett has gotten a 5.1.
yeah, that's just because he was grinding my gears.
Okay,
Let's see here. What do we start with? Let's start with this one. A little improvement question. Or what's something you work on every day?
I work on trying to nap less. Lately,
Oh,
in my
I
30s,
love this.
I'm just so tired.
Yeah, you
And
napping.
yeah, I just my bed calls to me all throughout the day. And I've
It's
been like,
nice in there.
it is nice in there. Everything goes away for a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
All the problems melt away into my pillows.
Yeah. Everything goes. So you're napping too much, huh?
Hmm.
And then you're trying to nap less. How's that working? Are you napping less?
Some days, sometimes I have good days. If I have a day that's really busy the day before, or if I stay up late, I can't resist.
Yeah. You got to get a
Yeah.
nap in.
Hmm.
You think you're gonna get a nap in today because you're doing some big stuff early?
I'm debating it.
Yeah,
If I'm fighting myself as we speak.
We
we
have
usually
good
get
days and
tired.
we have nap days.
Yeah, you got nap
Mm,
days. What are we talking? I'm a napper too. I nap almost every day.
I do too.
nice.
Oh yeah,
And
it
you
hits
guys
me
do it
around
without
3.
shame?
Yeah, I'm done
Yeah, I
being.
don't give a fuck about any of it.
I'm done being shamed.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
I
38
was
years
shamed.
old. I'm tired.
Yeah, Chelsea, my wife would shame me.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
but now she's at work, so she doesn't even know that Jeff's napping.
right, yeah. I just as long as I'm up before she gets home, I'm fine.
Yeah, she just imagines you're at home hard at work.
Right, yeah. She thinks I'm out here just typing away, writing my big manuscripts. My next special.
It's always fine if I nap. If the cat comes in and like cuddles up and naps with me, Micah finds it more cute than sad.
Aw.
Shit, that is sad. Tim, you're like Micah's pet.
Yeah, well, duh, idiot.
You're her little pet. What time do you usually nap? What are we talking? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock,
4, 6.
5?
Oh, me. I thought you were
Yes.
asking each other.
No, no, no.
No way. You're
Um,
under the spotlight here.
like probably like noon. So like usually now.
Oh, we're in nap time.
Wow.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
full of grog and fog.
That's an early nap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what time are you waking up?
Yeah, what time do you
Like
get up?
9:30.
Dear Lord.
3 hours into the day.
Laura's had a cup of coffee and she's like, well, that's enough. Back to bed.
Nap
That's right.
time.
A lot of times I get up, I walk the dog, I have a slow breakfast, watch some YouTube, and then I'm like ready to go to sleep until I take the dog out again.
Damn.
What a life you live.
That's
Oh,
awesome. I'm at 3:30, man. I pop in there around 3:30.
yeah, I'm at 2 o'clock, 3.
Yeah,
Um,
2, 3 are bleak times, so I can see why.
Well, there's nothing going on.
Mm.
let's see. What's here's a good one. We'll move on. Next question here. Laura, what's the worst date you've been on? We
I
gotta know.
yeah, I
We
do
absolutely
know.
Yeah,
must know.
take us there.
Yeah, I went on this online date and he messaged me beforehand and was just like, we're gonna so we were going to a bar and he was just like, there's gonna be pool there, so make sure you bring lots of quarters. And
I like
I
this
thought,
guy.
yeah, I thought that was a little rude because he's the one that suggested it. Why is it my and getting
Yeah.
quarters is not easy, okay? You
What, are you
have
gonna go to the
to,
laundromat?
or there wasn't even a laundromat nearby, so I would have
Did
had to go to
he
the bank,
did
get
he
a
really
roll.
mean, or was he being like tongue in cheek, like bring lots of quarters?
I took that very literally, but I decided to stand up for myself and I was like, you know what? I don't have time to get quarters.
Yes.
And
Plus, you can't be going to a date sloshing around sounding like
no,
change.
they weigh you down.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
then I got there and he was just very rude the whole time to me.
The guy who
And
told you to bring a roll of quarters was rude.
that was rude to start with, but I was like, you know what? We'll give him another chance.
Oh.
He was very late. And then when he got there, instead of saying, I'm so sorry, I'm late,
Mhm.
he gave he'd started doing a bit about why he was late. Like, oh, I just got tied up clubbing some baby seals. And
What?
I was just like, I don't find that funny. And then we were asking like getting to know you questions. And at the time, I was working for this nonprofit and I was doing like marketing and communications for them.
Mm.
So when I said I do that, oh, and I was like sending out their newsletter, and he's like, "Oh, you're one of those obnoxious people that send out newsletters that I hate."
Oh shit.
And I was like,
I like this
you
guy.
can unsubscribe.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, so you're climbing the corporate ladder. How's that? How's that going for you?" And I was like, "I
Yeah.
just have a job. Okay? I just have a job.
You're
What
climbing
do
the
you
corporate ladder of a non-profit.
exactly of a
Yeah.
nonprofit?" And then I was like, "What do you do?" And he's like, "I teach guitar." Um,
Oh, whoa.
and I
This
was
guy's
like,
cool.
I was like, fuck this guy. And then we started playing pool with two other people who were at the bar because he ended up having a couple quarters. And I talked to I talked to the other people the whole time and just started ignoring him. And then he got sad and moped away.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Did he
Also,
know
if
you were a comic?
I wasn't a comic at the time.
Oh, okay, okay.
also I used to manage a bar that had a pool table, and we had a big thing of quarters that you could give us money for.
That
Oh, yeah,
makes sense.
You didn't have to bring your own quarter.
Yeah, if you're an establishment that requires quarters, have a way for people to get quarters.
Yeah, and we had a big box of quarters in the back that you just go and fill your little cup up with, and
You
you'd
had a box
replace.
of quarters?
There's a huge box of quarters in the manager's office.
What a weird situation.
It would piss me off if I was asleep in the office and someone would come in getting quarters, waking my ass
Oh,
up.
what a life you had to live. So this guy sounds like a terrible day. And that was it, huh? You were done with this guy? Nothing?
Yeah, no second date there.
Do you think this guy had a bunch of attitude because he was a failed musician that is now teaching guitar?
I think so. I think he had this kind of thing where he was like, oh, I'm not a failed musician. I'm just better than everyone who has a job.
Oh, that's like me with stand-up.
Yeah, that's you,
Hell
Tim.
yeah.
I'm not a
How long-
failed comedian.
How long ago was this?
This was oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
we're
like
time
10
traveling.
years ago at this
Whoa,
point.
Wow.
10 years. What do you think he's doing now?
I think he's still teaching guitar.
Oh, take a lesson.
Yeah, I got it.
Reach out to this guy. I want him back. They fall in love. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
I heard he
Yeah.
started a quarters jar and he's just saving a quarter a day until Laura comes back.
No.
Play pool again.
Yeah, he misses you. All right, worst day. I hope you get back with him. Let's see here. Laura, were you growing up, were you in a mean girl group or were you the target of?
I was more I was more often the target of, but occasionally I was mean.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, a little
Yeah.
taste of both.
Wow.
How
A little.
so?
You gotta experience both sides of that coin.
A
All
mean
right,
girl
how are you
first.
the target of? What happened?
I was just not very self-aware, and I would just do weird shit all
Oh
the time.
no. Oh,
Like
she's floating around.
one thing I did, which I talk about in stand up a little bit, is I went through a phase when I was too old to be going through this phase in like 5th grade where I was really obsessed with glue, and I would just like pour
Oh.
glue like in class. When we were supposed to be taking notes, I would just pour glue all over my stuff and myself and like watch it dry on different surfaces and be like, ooh, and love to like peel it off. And
She's covered in glue.
Yeah.
I'm on these mean girls side.
Dear
I mean,
God.
fair, truly fair. I look back and I'm like, yeah, I kind of deserve to get bullied some of the time.
Jeff's ass is number 2 on the pod now for biggest weirdo after all that glue talk.
Yeah, Laura, her glue talk.
Jeff's usually the number 1 weirdo on here.
Yeah. And I also went through a phase where I had a really strong aversion to anything orange. So I wouldn't, if something was orange, I wouldn't be able to touch it. So
Huh.
there was this one door in our school that was orange, and usually I could just like walk behind someone quick enough that I didn't have to touch the door. But one day, nobody was going through the door and I needed to go and I didn't know what to do because I couldn't touch orange things. So I just stood there and stared at the door until somebody walked around me and opened the door, and then I ran in through it, and they were like, why did you do that? And I couldn't explain that I couldn't touch orange things.
I can't touch orange.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Feeling glue off yourself.
Jeff, do not ask a question if Laura had any severe trauma in her past. That is so wild.
I
So you
love
couldn't
it.
touch the orange door.
Yeah.
Can't touch orange covered in glue.
Wow.
Wait, is that wall next to you orange currently?
It's salmon.
Oh,
It's- yeah, it's different.
okay. Thank
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, how is your aversion to orange now?
Yeah.
Now I'm a lot better with it. Like I can touch things that are orange. I can be in an orange room, but I still have trouble with orange candy. Like if someone hands me Skittles, I won't eat the orange ones.
Weird.
Or
What the heck happened with orange to you?
I don't I don't really know.
Do you think that your aversion to orange got better when our best president, number 45, Donald J. Trump,
Oh
got into
yeah,
office?
yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, Orange is in charge.
I can vote for any dude that's orange.
Maybe I had a premonition that an orange man
Oh
was going to ruin our
yeah,
country.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
there you go.
saw the orange is coming. It will destroy us all. And then you said you were also a mean girl at one point.
Yeah, well, I think because I was not socially accepted a lot of the time, when someone else was doing something socially unacceptable and other people were talking about it and I could like recognize it,
Mhm.
I I wasn't self-aware enough at the time to realize I was doing this, but I think I was like excited that someone else was getting the heat and that I wasn't at the bottom of the barrel. So I
Mhm.
would like join in
Yeah, yeah. There
and
you
Oh,
be
go.
like,
yeah.
yeah, that
Smart.
person sucks for, whatever
Yeah.
reason.
There's nothing better than when the heat comes off you and you can just throw it on someone else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
join
always,
in.
honestly, whenever someone says that they were always bullied, but they were never mean themselves, I'm skeptical of that.
Of course,
Because
they're lying. They're always
Because,
Yeah.
lying.
yeah, kids are mean and we don't always even know better. Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even
that's
to
a good
this
point.
even to this day when I'm getting bullied, like say I'm at a table with Jeff and Tom and Micah and they're all bullying me, and then
Mhm.
someone slips up talking and I can turn it around on them immediately.
Yeah.
I take that every time I can.
You're
Oh
like,
yeah.
score.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh
Hmm.
good.
That's why you always want a friend that's a little bit below you.
Yeah.
So when you go to hang out with people, you can just throw it on them.
That's why I keep
Mm.
Bacchus around.
Yeah, let's go to this party. Trip them as soon as you show up.
Oh my God, Bacchus, you idiot.
Everybody look.
This weirdo followed me in off the street.
Yeah.
Oh, old Matt Muff 'em up.
Yeah. All right. So you join in on some bashing. I love it. Yeah, that is always a good feeling. I remember we had a pale kid that got caught jerking it in social studies.
Was it you?
No, it wasn't me. And I love that he was caught. I was like, yeah, get that weirdo.
Yeah. It takes
Yeah,
away
there
that
was
Jeff got caught a week before.
Yeah, they forgot.
there was this guy in my school who was like interested in me and I was like, "Oh my, like people
Mm.
usually aren't interested in me." But then I heard from my brother that he was at a party with this guy and randomly he just disappeared and then they found him behind the couch jerking off.
Oh,
And they were like,
nice.
dude, what are you doing? And he was like, I was thinking about Celine Dion.
Oh no.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Good
that just
recovery.
really
His
turned me off.
his freaking hog will go on.
That turned you off? You didn't like that?
Yeah, I wasn't into the public masturbating.
Oh, I thought it was the Celine Dion part.
No, I didn't mind the Celine Dion thing so much. I was like, I mean, she is a pretty cool lady, but you got to do that in private.
Yeah, I was kind of out when you said Celine Dion. I was all in before.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he was behind the couch. He wasn't on the
Mm.
Do you
couch.
think he meant Celine Dion or do you think he meant Kate Winslet? But he
I
was
think
thinking of Celine Dion, but the word because of the song, but Kate Winslet gets naked in the Titanic.
I
Oh,
think he
interesting.
meant Celine Dion because they were watching football and I think she was like singing the anthem or something like that.
Oh,
That's
that's fair.
even worse.
No, no, he's fine. He was behind the couch. It's all okay.
Yeah. You
Out
can
of sight, out
fap
of
behind the
mind.
couch.
Yeah, yeah. As long as you're not on the couch and you're behind the couch, I think it's totally fine.
But
All
if
right.
you're gonna get up and go behind the couch, why not get up and go to the bathroom?
Oh
It's a
yeah.
further walk.
Yeah. The guy had to fap immediately. He couldn't make it all the way to the
Yeah, that guy didn't
bathroom.
have time. He's like, I gotta do this.
That's
Well,
crazy.
and you never gave
Yeah.
him a chance, huh?
No.
Oh, you missed out. He was the one.
He was.
Let's see. All right. Well, speaking of words, as you're a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I
What was
actually
the original?
I really wanted to be an actress.
Really?
But I was extremely unself-aware as a kid. I guess that's obvious given some of the things that I have already said.
Look, she can't do roles with orange and keep her away from the glue.
Here's the thing. She might stick to all of the sets because she is covered in glue.
Yeah, but I thought that because I had some sort of innate star power that any audition that I went on, they were just going to be like, yes, you're the one. And I did this like community theater audition for The Wizard of Oz. And I was like whispering the lines for some reason.
On
and
stage?
I thought, no, like in the audition.
Oh, in the audition.
And I thought for some reason they were just going to be like, we see it. Here it is. Like, I didn't even think I needed to like give much.
Were you auditioning for the Cowardly Lion? Because he could whisper. He's scared.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
I'm scared.
Who are you auditioning for?
I was auditioning for Dorothy.
Oh.
Yeah. And I couldn't sing at all, but I didn't realize that until I was way older. Like, I used to think that my chorus teachers were just being mean to me for no reason.
You thought they were Simon Cowling you?
Yeah. like one time, we sounded bad, and he was like, okay, we're gonna go around to each person and you sing it, and so I can figure out like who is singing it in an off way. And then it got to me, and somehow I sang it right, and he was like, huh, so you're not completely tone deaf.
Wow.
Yeah, you got Simon Cowell.
Who so now that you've been on stage for a while doing stand-up comedy, do you think that innate star power is back and that you'll be able to get into acting?
So sometimes I think that it is, and sometimes I'm like, is that mental illness?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because I
you
definitely
never really know.
was a little off when I was a kid and thinking this. And according to my mom, it is fully mental illness.
No, it's star power. Don't listen
But
to your mom.
yeah.
Let's see. All right. How is your relationship with your family, and what would you change?
My relationship with my family is good. Like, I think I would like us to be a little bit closer though. Like, I listen to some people and they're like, my family are my best friends and we talk all the time.
Ugh,
That's
no.
not me and my family. We talk maybe like twice a month and see each other like a couple times a year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tim's one of those. He's best friends with his dad.
Really?
I am not best friends with my dad. We just hang out a lot when I go to town because we have similar interests.
Like what?
Going to clubs and gambling.
Hell yeah.
Drinking lots of beer.
Tim's dad's his best friend.
My dad's a cool guy, but I don't talk to him on the phone ever.
Yeah, you do. You're always like, "What's up, best bud? I love you so
No,
much."
I call my mom. I call my mom like once a week.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah, well, she needs it. She's sad and lonely. And then, no, I'm just kidding. She's not. But she just did get cataract surgery, so now she can see again.
Oh,
she can see your sweet boy.
Yeah, and then my brother, I talk to him whenever I do like a Louis J. Gomez affiliated podcast, and he goes, "You were good on that."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a solid relationship. You would like to be a little closer. All right. Well, the phone works both ways.
So true.
Thank you,
so
Jeff.
true. Mm-hmm. But I'm a very out of sight, out of mind person. So since they don't live right near me or with me anymore, I just forget.
I'm that way too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just zone out. You got too much star power.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is tough when when all that innate star power pushes everything away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
You gotta
I just need to focus on me.
And you'd think with star power it would create gravity like actual stars do, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
No. I'm not sucking anything toward me.
You're a real card. All right. In what ways did you rebel as a teen?
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah,
um,
how are you rebelling out there?
well, so I wanted to rebel more, but given my social skills at that time, I was not invited to parties or things like that.
What?
Oh
So
man.
yeah, shocking. Um, but I really was like, I can't go to college and not have drank.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's going to think I'm a loser and I need to
Hmm.
go into college being a cool girl. So, um, I would like sneak beer from my parents' fridge and like, but my parents were not big drinkers. So there wasn't a lot of beer in the fridge. So I would only sneak like one can,
Oh, you
literally,
take a can of
just
beer?
like one can
Oh
and be like, ooh,
no.
I'm drinking. But since I did it a couple times, they noticed, like on a couple different days.
Yeah, they're like, where's our
And
Coors Light?
yeah, and since I was like drinking alone instead of at a party, they were actually more concerned about that than had I been like going out partying.
I'm
Yeah, that's a
practicing.
bummer.
I'm practicing for when I
Yeah,
meet
Yeah.
people.
exactly. I was like, I'm
I need
practicing
my
for when I
beer.
can go to parties.
You don't want me to be that girl that gets the police called because they have to pump my stomach.
Yeah, but
Just
I
drinking
wasn't
one
even in
beer alone.
hindsight like getting drunk, but I got in so much trouble because they thought that I had a legit problem.
That's
just
awesome and
just
sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a twofer. Just cracking a bud in your room by
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
what were you drinking?
It was just like some watery light beer because that's what my dad drinks. My dad is like a Bud Light guy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool. LGBT.
I once went
Uh
to like a craft brewery with him and I thought he would like it.
uh
But he just like when the waiter came over, he was just like, "So what do you have that's the closest thing to a Bud Light?"
oh yeah, there you go.
That's my man. That's
That's
my
my
man.
yep.
See,
That's my dad.
I think me and Laura's dad would also get along.
Yeah. Wait, where are you from?
Jersey.
Oh, you're Jersey. I was gonna
Mhm.
say this smells like Midwest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just the light beer thing at a craft brewery.
Oh, okay.
I always go,
Um,
whenever I have to go to a brewery, it always pisses me off because I know they don't have, well, sometimes now they have White Claws that you can get, but
Mm,
I'm always like, just give me the lightest thing you have.
really?
mm.
All the other stuff gives me like
You
really
don't want
bad
like a nice
hangovers.
Hefeweizen?
A Hefeweizen is pretty light,
Maybe
Jeff.
a good IPA or a
I
double
never want an
IPA.
IPA.
I
I
like
never
an
want an IPA.
IPA. I like to
Oh,
really taste it going down.
Yeah, IPA for me stands for I pee out my ass. They're no good.
the hell?
They give me diarrhea, Jeff. I don't
Oh,
like them.
thank you.
I
Thank you for
always have
clarifying.
diarrhea, so it's okay.
Laura, God damn it. This is a singles pod. We're trying to get you
Oh
connected.
shit. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get any
yeah. Yeah, this is
hotties
your
that
dating
way.
profile.
Oh,
You can't be
damn it.
pooping like Tim.
Yeah, dude.
You both have that in common. All right, what's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Oh, dressing up.
Oh, you like to
Like
dress up.
I if I could wear a costume every day, I would, and I guess I could wear a costume every day.
Yeah, I mean nobody's stopping you.
No one is
No.
stopping me, and I live in New York City, the prime place to wear a costume.
Mhm.
But I didn't wear normal clothes until I was like in middle school because my parents didn't stop me from dressing myself when I was like on the younger side. So I used to just wear costumes every day. And I didn't realize for a long time that it was weird because like my dad always tells me this story that one day we were in Home Depot and I was dressed as a fairy bride. And I was like, why are so many people looking at me? And he was like, well, uh, I can tell you.
So you wore costumes until middle school. What is that like?
I wait, probably not
12?
middle school. I wore it all through like I don't remember exactly, but I was like old enough that it was like I should have like noticed that other people weren't wearing costumes.
That's
But I was
crazy.
just like, why would I not want to wear wings?
It's a good point. I mean, why? I mean, I am kind of happy my parents stopped me from dressing as a robot or a Ninja Turtle every single
Mm.
day.
Mm-hmm.
But think
Yeah.
about how much more creative I'd be now if they allowed me to act the way I wanted to.
Oh, you'd be a somebody, Tim. You'd be a
Instead of my
somebody.
dad thinking it would turn me freaking queer.
Yeah, yeah. Your parents ruined your career. Um,
I'm going to be suing them for millions of dollars I could
that's
have
right.
made.
You absolutely should.
I love that you were dressing up in costumes and you couldn't touch orange. Wait, you were at
Yeah.
Home Depot?
Mm-hmm.
That's so much orange.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's stressful. So I needed to have on my bride fairy costume, you know?
Yeah, he's taking you into friggin' Mordor.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking
Scary.
dang Smaug is in there.
Yes, well, yeah, you're covered in orange. All right. Who was your first friend and do you still talk?
Um, my first friend that I can remember was this girl when I was in like, I think first grade. And we don't still talk.
Oh
Um,
no.
because I moved schools and we just kind of like lost touch. Um,
Oh.
but I don't really remember that much about her because it was a really long time ago. I remember she had blonde hair and
Mhm.
her mother was blind, which I thought was really interesting at the time because I had never met a blind person before.
You and your interesting friends with their blind moms.
Yeah, I was like, you must be able to get away with so much.
You're a dang wild card. Tim, what were you doing? Where'd you go?
I spilled a bunch of coffee on.
Oh,
What is wrong with you?
I didn't mean to do it, but I had to get a paper towel to clean it up.
You just wander around spilling coffee?
I didn't want to spill the coffee. I did it on accident, Jeffrey.
All right, we're cooking then. Next question. Let's cook now since I was distracted by Tim's wandering around in the camera.
Well, if you were blind, maybe you wouldn't have paid any attention to
Hey,
it.
what the
Yeah.
heck? That is interesting. What planet would you want to visit?
Does it have to be a real planet?
You know what? Let's go. Yeah, you know what? Fictional. I didn't specify.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Good catch.
when I was like really young, I thought that I was an alien. And the lore was that it was like a parallel universe that was similar to ours, except all the planets had Tron at the end, and I was from Plutotron. So I think I'd like to go there for real.
It's like an onion. It's like a weird onion. You keep pulling back the layers and it gets weirder and weirder.
I love that there was lore.
Yeah.
What was it like over on Plutotron?
Well, I had this pet named Snorko, which I have like a tattoo of now because I used to compulsively like draw Snorko on everything.
You got
So
a tattoo of Snorko?
I got a tattoo of Snorko recently when I was visiting Portland because I was like, well, Portland seems like the city to get a fictional
Hey,
alien tattoo
keep
in.
Portland weird.
You got to keep
Yeah.
it weird when you go. Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah. And at the time, I was watching a lot of Power Rangers, so it was heavily influenced by some of the Power Ranger imagery. Like we all wore kind of like jumpsuits in that way.
Mhm.
And it was like an ice planet.
Oh, yeah.
And
Well, it's the furthest from the sun, it sounds
furthest
like.
from the sun.
Sounds cool.
And on it, I was also married to Pierce Brosnan.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
nice.
Yes, the
Yeah, I'd
handsome
want to
man
go there
himself.
too.
Yeah, I can see why you want to go to Plutotron.
Mhm.
Pierce is
Plutotron
there.
tomorrow never dies, if you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
Yeah,
about.
there you go. There was lore. You got friggin' Tolkien over here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do at a party?
I actually like to get to a party kind of early and
Oh,
and when there's like not that many people there yet, so everyone who's there has to talk to each other and you don't have that awkward situation where you walk in and people are already in their groups.
oh,
And
smart.
yeah, and like I like it especially when there's like a person that you know, but like between 2 or 3 people that you don't know, and you're all just like getting to know each other.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I go the opposite.
You're a
A
late
lot of
party
people do.
man.
People love the
Mhm.
fashionably late thing. I'm not into that.
Yeah, I kind of like getting in a little late, and then everyone's all hammered, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not drunk. I don't drink or nothing. So then I can just kind of float into conversations, and they're too drunk to remember what's going on.
Mm.
Jeff comes in like an agent of chaos, tries to ruin everyone's good time.
Yeah, my favorite thing
Oh.
to do is I'll pop into a circle. I'll be like, "What are we talking about?" And then they'll say, and I go, "Nah," and I'll walk away if I get bored. If I
I
don't like
like
the
that.
topic, yeah, I
Nah.
go, "Ah," and I walk away. Topic sucks.
I'm an early shower upper.
You're both early.
Well, I'm early and late, but I like to show up early, claim my spot, get my drinks in.
Mm.
Oh, okay. You get in early, Laura, because you're bam. We're in it. We all got to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Tim's looking for a spot to post up.
I post up, I pull an alpha move, I make people come to talk to me.
Wow.
Wow.
I make people stand around me while I sit down.
How do you make people stand around you? Do you just like,
I have an 8-star power.
oh, wow.
They're pulled to him.
The
Yeah.
real deal.
Mhm.
No, most of the seats are just taken up and we've all started talking about something and I've been sitting 4 hours at this point.
Mm.
Oh, that's why you get
Desperately
prime
needing
real
to
estate.
pee. Yeah.
Prime real estate. That's a
I'll
good
put a
spot.
table, I'll put a chair up near like where the drinks are
Mm.
or like where the food is so that people
That's a
are
good
always
idea.
near you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Smart.
If I put this much thought into my act, I might be the best comedian in the
Yeah,
world.
if you put yeah, you're out here posting up like Jabba the Hutt.
What the hell?
He
Yeah,
seems like
right,
he's got
dude.
a lot of friends.
I'm like freaking Princess Leia.
Yeah, right. No, Princess Leia was the one like that was a round job. Jabba the Hutt was the gravitational force.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
sexy. I'm out there looking
No,
sexy.
I'm Princess Leia.
No, you
But
are
she's
not,
a
dude.
slave.
Oh
You're
yeah,
yeah,
sex
yeah, yeah. Well,
slave.
I'm a slave. I'm a slave to the algorithm, of course.
Oh, here
Jeff,
we go.
Jeff, you're like that little guy that hangs out with Jabba the Hutt. You're like the guy that goes.
The Salacious Crumb.
Yeah, you're Salacious
I
Crumb.
ain't the Salacious Crumb. I'm Princess Leia.
No.
Oh.
All right,
Um.
Laura. Jeff's Salacious Crumb, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Right.
see him and I'm like, Salacious Crumb.
You
Oh,
know who
yeah.
Salacious Crumb is?
I don't remember.
He was. Are you looking it up, Tim?
Yes.
He was the little guy with the hair in his ears.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Salacious B. Crumb. And now is Michael B. Jordan doing something with that?
Wait, there's a B in his. He has a middle name.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna show us. There
That's
he is.
Oh.
that's Jeff.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
a cutie.
Jeff, look
Yeah.
at you.
Right. He's a cutie.
Mhm.
All right, there you go.
You're wrong. You're wrong on that. You missed wildly. A huge miss. What oh, speaking of, the next question is what fictional character do you connect with most?
Yeah.
Mine is not
Wow.
Salacious Crumb.
Jeff's
That's not
is
Salacious Crumb. Have you guys seen the show Peep Show?
Peep Show.
the BBC.
Yes, it's a British show where
Uh-huh.
you get into the heads of 2 wacky guys, and it has a lot of voiceover and you really get in there.
Uh-huh.
And I don't relate to them on everything, but I relate to their thought process on a lot of things, so much so that recently I was watching a lot of Peep Show, and randomly my inner monologue for a couple days just turned British. Like I was just hearing a British voice in my head instead of my voice, like normal.
As a full-blooded American, I really don't like that.
It was making me laugh to myself.
Call me xenophobic, but I hate that.
I love a British accent.
That's how you were sounding in your head?
In your
No,
own
I
head.
sounded more like a man because they're male characters.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen one episode of Peep Show. I don't think I've seen.
You're just giggling to yourself at your own head
Yes.
thoughts.
Yeah.
Walking around town. Your life is a dang movie.
Oh, it's got David Mitchell in it.
Who's
Mhm.
David Mitchell? Are you gonna do the screen thing again? Show
No,
me, Tim.
do you want to see?
Yeah, I want to see.
David
I don't think
Mitchell.
it'll give you too much insight.
This guy's David Mitchell.
I've seen that guy before.
He's on a lot of British stuff.
Oh, okay. That guy
He's
looks
very
familiar.
funny.
He is very funny. He's very funny on the Big Fat Quiz of Everything.
I haven't seen
Mm,
that one, but I'll look it up.
yeah.
It's a yearly quiz show that they do with the top British comedians.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I don't do
Hosted by
British
Jimmy
shows.
Carr, known joke thief.
Oh yes, yes. All right, Laura, a few more to go here, then you can get out of here and take your nap.
Hell yeah.
Um, if you're in a horror movie, how long do you make it?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
dead almost immediately.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't handle the idea of being tortured.
Mhm.
So when people are like, "Oh, who would you be in a zombie apocalypse? What role would you take on?" I'm like, "I'm putting a gun in my mouth."
Oh
Like
my
Wow.
God.
I can't hang out in the zombie apocalypse. No, I'm not suited for that. I have bad allergies. I
Me
have a lot of
too.
issues. I
Mhm.
can't live in that world.
Yeah, yeah, you're not built for that world.
No.
You're a Plutotron girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You need your strong Pierce Brosnan to protect you.
To save me.
Yeah. You're
Yeah, I'd have
first
to break
off.
into a pharmacy and steal all their Zyzol.
Yeah. All right. I probably make it. Tim, where do you make it? How far you go?
In a horror movie? Well, I'm pretty clumsy. I think I'm gonna be one of those guys that like trips and falls to his death or something.
Mm,
Yeah,
Like if
okay.
it's a Final Destination movie, I'm out first for sure.
mhm.
But if we're running from like a guy, I'm gonna trip probably. I'd say middle.
You're middle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm probably middle too.
I'm not making it to the end. I'm just not athletic enough.
No, me
No.
neither. And I got plantar fasciitis recently, so I can't just run at a
Oh,
on a
jeez.
whim.
Yeah, you're done for.
Hmm.
Wait, what's plantar fasciitis?
It's this like thing where like the muscle in your foot like contracts when you have been sitting or laying down for a little while. So when you try to stand up and walk, you like can't really walk on it. But then when you walk on it for a while, you start to walk normally again.
Uh,
It really hurts.
you
Yeah.
gotta stop taking these naps then. This doesn't sound like
Yeah.
it's
I
I
got
gotta
pla-
just be on my feet all day just
you
in
gotta be
case I
on
need to
your
run.
feet.
I got plantar fasciitis when you're from hopping in and out of the forklift too much.
Mm.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Who was the best teacher you had and why?
Mm.
Who was your best
Oh,
teacher?
so this I I feel a little bit weird about this situation because there was this guy named Ross who I had as a teacher in college, and our film department was very basic before he got there, and he came in and he was doing really intense interesting film theory that like really got me excited and interested to learn again.
Hmm.
And I remember thinking really fondly of his classes, but plot twist, a
Don't
few
say it.
a few years, no, actually it's not as bad as you're thinking.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sure you're thinking he's like a pervert or something. He's not a pervert.
I was
Good for Ross.
I was going for some guy with children or something.
What the heck,
No,
Tim? Don't ruin this.
A Jeff Sheen type.
Yeah, right.
no, he's not. He doesn't have children that I know of. But a few years later, I was applying to graduate schools, and I reached out to him and I asked him for a recommendation, and he said he would, but then he was taking a really long time to get back to me. So I ended up getting enough recommendations that I needed from other people. I applied; it was great, but he ended up sending it to me so late that I couldn't send it with the application. So
Mhm.
I just kind of threw the letter in a drawer. And then a long time later, I found it and was like, maybe I'll open this and see what he said about me. And
Oh, you
assuming
didn't
it was,
read it.
I read it,
Oh.
assuming it was just going to be some generic, like,
Mhm.
Laura was a pleasure to have in class or whatever. I start reading it and it's uh Laura made so little of an impression on me that I had to check my records to make sure she was in my classes. This may be because she was one of the only women in the TV film program, and I'm sure that was very intimidating. I don't think Laura is prepared to go to graduate school.
What the fuck?
Whoa!
Like if he didn't like me, why wouldn't he have just said, "I'm sorry, I can't write it"? Why would he be like, "I'll write a letter to make the school not accept you"?
What the fuck?
So that really colored my experience.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That what does he think the word recommendation means?
Yeah. He thought it meant speak from your heart and be completely honest, which I honestly feel like, so if somebody asked me for a recommendation, if I could recommend them, I would say yes. If I couldn't recommend them, I'd be like, oh, sorry, I'm just really busy right now. Like,
or ignore it, or blow
ignore
them
it.
off.
Like, I would not write, unless the person was an absolute menace, I would not write a letter to a school or a job saying not to take on this person.
That's insane. Do you think this guy had full on autism?
I don't know.
That's so funny.
I think he just really, I just did not make an impression on him.
He made a big impression on you, changed all this. He's like,
yeah,
she sucks, barely noticed her.
Yeah, and I knew I wasn't like his
Dumb
favorite
chick
student
alert.
because he definitely had favorites, but I thought I was at least like up there.
He didn't
Yeah.
even like you.
I was not even on the board.
That's so wild.
Yeah.
That is so funny. What a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that tickled me real. Oh. All right. Let's see here. What if you had $1 million, what do you do? What do you do with $1 million?
Okay. So
Million bones.
I would have to donate some of it because I would feel guilty not doing some of it.
Oh,
But
boo.
I would
You're gonna
also
get points off for that answer.
yeah, murder me. I also would make a movie. Like I think that would be so fun to just like be able to totally finance something so you don't have to take notes from anybody and you can just
You're gonna need all million of those dollars to make that
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
$1 million doesn't really go as far as it used to.
That's true.
Yeah, but she's got all of her movie knowledge from Ross.
But I
Yeah, but now that Ross has helped you out so much.
yeah. I heard that Terrifier, the original, was made for $35K.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's probably yeah. I mean, you can make them for $35K, and but you really gotta stretch your.
True.
Yeah, you should totally make a movie for like $500,000.
But they made Terrifier, but $35K when they made Terrifier is probably around like $70K now, based because of for freaking Joe Biden.
All right, sure, $70K. So you'd make a movie.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of movie?
Well, me and my friend Will are writing a movie right now, and we wrote it with the idea that like it would be sellable, but as we're writing it, we're having so much fun doing it that we're like, oh, we kind of want to make it ourselves.
Oh.
Yeah. I was researching like what movies there's a bigger market for, and surprise, the most common scripts that people buy are Christmas rom-coms.
Mhm.
And we were like, could we make one that's still us and still funny to us? So we came up with this idea of a girl who gets a head injury and she forgets what Christmas is. And then she has to like plan this Christmas ball and like falls in love with this guy while she's like, I don't know what's going on.
51st Christmases.
What?
51st Christmases.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Oh, so she's learning about Christmas as she's planning a Christmas ball.
Yes.
Oh, what a treat.
I'm making a documentary, Jeff.
Well, yeah, what's that?
The Downfall of Chris Chan.
Oh. No, you're
Did
not.
You watch
just wanted
that
to bring
whole
up Chris
YouTube
Chan.
series? That's like 70 hours.
The Geno Samuel YouTube series? Yeah, I watched it.
Hell yeah.
I'm a Sonichu man.
You're not making any movies. You just wanted to bring up Chris Chan for some reason.
I like Christian.
Why did that pop in your head? Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas making a movie. I thought it would be funny if Chris Chan was like the lead in a romantic Christmas movie.
You're an idiot.
Chris Chan finally finds a girlfriend-free boyfriend.
That's right.
Oh wait,
idiot.
a boyfriend-free girlfriend. Sorry, I got mixed up.
I mean, there's so much Chris Chan lore.
All right, get off Chris Chan, you freaking weirdo.
It's good, Jeff. It's good. He's the most documented man in history.
I know.
It is fascinating.
Is this the guy that murdered his mom or tried to?
No,
he had sex
she raped her mom.
Yes. Or that the whole. All right, we're on Christmas movies. Okay. Don't pull me into this.
Just get your ass on Kiwi
Farms. No, I don't want to get pulled into this. I know the general story of what happened. You only made a Christmas movie in my hometown growing up. My hometown got a Christmas movie.
Really? What movie?
Was it Christmas at the Holly Hotel?
Oh yeah, you sent it to us, and it looked like it was made for like Lifetime.
Yeah, it's like a Lifetime Christmas at the Holly Hotel. It's like the historic Holly Hotel. And it's funny because my hometown's like a piece of shit, but there's like this old Holly Hotel that's like, and our downtown is like one block and it's like all cute and Christmassy, but our town's really full of hillbillies and meth heads. But
yeah, I heard they went over budget because they had to cut out all the weird looking kids that were in it.
That's not true. This was not made when I was a kid. I know what you're trying to say. All right. Let's see here. What family member gets you the most?
Gets me the most? Oh, like understands me?
Yeah. What family member just gets you the most?
Oh, that's
Tim would be his best friend, Dad.
That's nice.
Yeah. Or my brother. Maybe even my mom, quite frankly.
Oh, everybody just gets Tim.
I mean, I'm just easy to get, bro.
Yeah, you're super easy to get.
Give me a chair,
that's
put
hard
me by
to
the
say.
food.
Because I feel like each of my immediate family members get me in like a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And then together is sort of like more of me.
But who gets one part of you the best or the most?
But I would say probably my sister.
Oh, sister wins.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like the one who I would reach out to in like an emergency.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's always a good tell. Emergency.
Yes.
The contact.
I'm my parents' emergency contact.
Nice.
You are?
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming. I don't know who probably my sister.
My brother's got too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
They know I'm always reliable. I ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, your brother's a friggin' mess.
No, he just got a bunch of kids and
He's
stuff.
a friggin' mess. Tell him I said so.
No way, dude. This guy's got it together.
Text that to your friggin' brother.
He makes you look like a big pile of shit.
Yeah, right.
I guess really anybody does, really.
Oh, yeah. We're fighting now.
Yeah, and I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the brawl now.
I don't know whose side to take.
Oh, that's the next question.
Take mine.
Yeah, whose side do you take?
Oh, no.
All right, last question. What stand-ups got you into comedy?
Who were your guys?
My guys.
Oh, yeah.
I think my favorite stand-ups that I mention a lot are Maria Bamford and Mitch Hedberg. I like the hard joke structure and a little wackiness.
Oh, all right. You love a wacky structured weirdo.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Bamford's
wackiness
great.
in its structure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good choice. All right, Laura. You know what? I think you did great.
Yay!
You were cracking. I mean, the glue on the orange. Really.
I mean, that was wild.
That got me real good. Oh, what a life you've lived. Your life should be a dang movie. I'm gonna give you a solid 7 out of 10, Laura.
Oh my goodness. I love that's a passing grade.
7's a passing. You can do your plugs. Where can people find you? Do you want them to look anything up? What's going on?
I'm on Instagram and TikTok at Passive Abrasive and YouTube at youtube.com/Laura Merli Comedy, where you can find my special Belly Slapping Fun.
Hey.
Yeah.
Where was that filmed at?
Flophouse Comedy in Brooklyn.
The
Oh,
Flophouse.
nice. Where I
Mhm.
gave Liz Mealy her very good introduction.
Yeah. All right, Tim, you want anything to say? You got anything humming?
I got nothing really coming up. You can check out the Patreon at patreon.com/tough questions, where we do an extra episode every week. We talk about the guests and we talk about what's going on. We talk about Jeff. Jeff recently got SA'd. We talked about that on the pod.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Oh my God.
No,
One of
I
our-
know. It's
one of our Patreon subscribers pushed his beanbag.
yeah, pushed my beanbag.
Oh.
Yeah, he tried.
How did you know he was a Patreon subscriber?
Oh, it is a friend, Tom.
Oh,
hmm
it was a friendly beanbag.
I think he meant this is what happened. He meant to like give it like a tap, like a classic boys locker room tap on the old junk.
Got your balls. Yeah.
But he had too many, and it was just slow.
Yeah.
And he just kind of
He went into Negroni slow motion and
yeah.
Oh my
It was a
goodness.
slow motion hit to where he just got pushed into myself.
so Jeff goes over the fact that he can't sleep anymore and he wakes up with nightmares. But
Yeah, I'm screaming every night.
Oh
so you can
no.
listen to that at patreon.com/tough questions, and you can follow me at hot_comic69 on Instagram. My
Nice.
Twitter, I got locked out of my Twitter, so I don't really have that anymore, and I don't have any dates coming up really. That's it.
Oh no. All right, I'm always at Jeffrey Sheen. Laura, thank you for doing the pod.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Everybody get a nap in now.
All right,
Yeah.
goodbye.
Good
Bye.